My family photoshopped me out of photos for refusing to die like Dad did. Mom, I'm done. I was calling her from the emergency room, my ankle elevated and throbbing. I'm selling the family in. What? No, I'm sorry, but you can't, she said, sounding angry. Mom, I literally fell through the roof trying to patch a leak. It's my third injury this month. First the burn from the boiler, then the injury from moving that beam. What if the next one really ends me? My mom sighed. Sweetie, you're overreacting. You can't sell the inn. It's been in our family for more than 150 years. I felt heartbroken hearing her more worried about the stupid family business that's been costing us more money trying to maintain than her own daughter that's been racking up hospital bills. Mom, I still have to pay for my own daughter's college this semester, and I'm already working 60-hour weeks at my other job. Even the doctor told me to stop. Can't we just let this go? I asked, my voice cracking as I cried from exhaustion. Mom paused before saying, if you do this, you won't be family anymore. She hung up. My Uncle Jerome came to pick me up from the hospital since Mom wouldn't. He was quiet until we got to the parking lot. She threatened to disown you already? She told you? I kinda figured. She said the same thing to your dad when he wanted to sell it years ago. He had the paperwork drawn up and everything, but your mom and great-grandma wore him down. That's how he lost his life. I felt my heart drop. My uncle placed his hand on my shoulder, his face looking at me full of guilt. They told me he had a heart attack, I said, shaking. A heart attack while fixing that same roof you fell through under the summer sun? He shook his head. It's a curse, you know? Your grandfather suffered the same fate when he wanted to sell it. Uncle Jerome gripped the steering wheel tightly, his knuckles turning white. You're my lovely niece. Nothing is worth more than your precious life. I felt tears stinging my eyes. I gave him a quick hug before we drove off. My grandma also called that night crying after hearing about my injury. My parents loved that inn more than they loved us kids. I spent my whole childhood watching them choose repairs over groceries, choose the inn over my school plays, choose it over everything. She paused. I swore I'd never do that to my kids. Please don't end up like your father. That was my greatest regret. And so I finally called a family meeting. 23 relatives showed up, including cousins I hadn't seen in years. My cousin Jasmine flew in from California just to yell at me. How dare you even think about selling our family's pride? She started, not even asking about the brace around my foot. Other relatives quickly joined in yelling how I was pretty much the worst person in the world. I couldn't help but laugh. When's the last time any of you helped me with things at the inn? Tell me, I said, setting my foot down. Where were you when the pipes burst last winter? When I was hauling furniture out at 2 a.m.? When I got injured repairing the fireplace and basement and— Oh, stop bragging, Jasmine said, rolling her eyes. You have 40% shares while we only get 5% for each family. And all of it was being used to repair the business, I yelled, completely frustrated. Fine, I said, standing on my crutches. Who wants it? Raise your hand if you're willing to run this inn. Nobody moved. Come on, it's so important to you all. Who's taking over? My cousin Mark looked at the floor. We have careers, families, and I don't? I work 60 hours a week at my actual job. My daughter needs college tuition, but I'm supposed to perish for this place like Dad did? Grandma, who'd been silent, finally spoke. Let her sell it. Mom, my mother turned on her. You can't mean that. I've buried my husband and my son for that building. I won't bury my granddaughter. The room exploded in arguments. I grabbed my crutches and left. Behind me, I heard my mom say, if she sells, she's no longer my daughter. Good. She'd do well without your negativity. My grandma responded. I smiled. The family group chat exploded with nasty messages. Jasmine started photoshopping me out of family pictures, but I already made my decision. The inn sold for $2.8 million. I divided it evenly among all the relatives, even the ones who'd been horrible to me. Everyone got their share. I paid for my daughter's tuition and took a break from work to recover my health for once. And when I saw what happened to the inn, I was shocked. New roof, restored Victorian details, professional landscaping. The parking lot was full of people. The new owner, a local history buff, had kept our family name on the sign and even restored the historical plaques. I fell to my knees crying in relief, realizing that my decision not only saved my family, but also saved the inn.